Alright, let's take a look at the triangle sum theorem just to review what we did last week. So aka the triangle interior angle sum theorem, which I know doesn't help. The triangle sum theorem is really easy to explain. If you add all the interior or inside angles of any triangle, they always add to 180 degrees. Why? Why do they ask for your phone number when you buy batteries at Radio Shack? I don't know, they just do. So it goes like this. If you have three angles in a triangle, you can add them up to make them equal 180 degrees. That's how you prove something is a triangle. If all the angles inside add up to equal 180 degrees, it's a triangle. And like this. In this angle, or in this triangle, I have the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3 equals 180 degrees. Notice the difference between these numbers and these numbers. These numbers have degrees, and these numbers do not. So these are just angle numbers, they're not the measurements of the angles. A couple reminders from our sections on the basics. An equilateral triangle has three equal angles, just like it has three equal sides. So if you take 180 degrees and divide it by 3, because that's how many degrees there are in a triangle, you get 60 degrees. So every angle in an equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. They are also all the same. Look at these two examples. Here, in this equilateral triangle, if I solve for x, I would do x plus x plus x equals 180 degrees, according to the triangle sum theorem. If you add that together, that's 3x equals 180, and then you divide by 3, you get x equals 60. So for an equilateral triangle, all three angles are the same, they're 60 degrees. Using that information, if you're looking for a particular angle in a triangle that's equilateral, you can just set that angle equal to 60 and solve. Because you know if this is 2x minus 12, then this has to be 2x minus 12, and this has to be 2x minus 12. So you could have set it up equal to 60 and do a little bit less work. Another type of triangle we're going to run into this week are isosceles triangles. Remember, isosceles are triangles that have two equal sides, and you'll see that with these two tick marks on the triangle. For this lesson, we're going to look at isosceles triangles that have two equal angles. So here are a couple of examples with isosceles triangles. With the tick marks, the sides and the angles that are opposite of each other that are congruent are also congruent. So this side is congruent to this side, so that means that these two angles have to be congruent. So I could write this as x plus 30 equals 180. And then using the triangle sum theorem, you can simplify 2x's plus 30, subtract 30, and then divide by 2. So then each of these angles has to be 75. So for an isosceles triangle, two angles have to be the same, just like two sides are the same. In this problem, they're having you just take the two equal angles and set them equal to each other. So if this angle, since these two sides are isosceles, this angle has to be equal to that angle. And then they set that up and solve for x and do their work from there. So the new problems that you'll see that today will involve equilateral triangles and isosceles triangles. Remember, for isosceles, two of the angles are the same, and they're the two that are opposite the two congruent sides. So try the different stations today, working on the triangle sum theorem.